Hello, and welcome back to the second battle of Kharkov, Graviteam Tactics. And the Germans have been pushed back into this area. This is Peshanoi. Up in this direction, you can see that crossroad we fought over, and in this direction then of course is Nepokritaya. The Germans are pushed back into this Balka. Apparently they're trying to break out in the direction of my artillery battery that I brought there last time. I moved some tanks in front of them, especially, and some of my infantry as well. That's the spotter, but here's some sappers and the tanks, and here's my artillery battery. I hope they won't get overrun. Where do I have the artillery battery? Somewhere here. Yeah, over here. Almost missed them on both sides of this road. So my off-map artillery is active right now, though. Destroying what I think are possible German positions here in the outskirts of Peshanoi. That's the last sliver that they're holding on to. And once that strike is done, my T-34s from the beginning of the campaign, you might remember, and my infantry will form up, move through this area and push out the Germans. You may remember that in one of the battles where I took the plateau over there, we did actually come under a fairly heavy artillery fire from here. They had like 10.5 centimeter guns. I'm not sure exactly where that was, but somewhere on this reverse slope. So now we're moving on them from the other side, and hopefully if they are still there, we will get them. Using some incendiary ammo here as well. This is the other position that we will bombard. So yeah, for now it's just artillery preparation and then we move in. I don't want to really risk a lot of friendly fire here. Some German artillery fire coming down there, but there's nothing there. My tanks and infantry will advance to this position, form up. And then our main attack will be over this terrain on both sides of this path, towards whatever is left over here. This time we have the T-34s here again, although of course our Matildas are back in the direction of Nepokritaya, as I showed you. We also have in reserve on top of the hill in the open terrain, so I can move them around relatively quickly. We have the BT-5 tanks, which we haven't actually used yet. Where are they exactly? Yeah, here. So maybe at some point I will use them. They can't be worse than those T-60s. Also dropping some artillery fire into this Balka, because I kind of have the feeling the Germans might try to hide in there. Old German positions here. Okay, my guys are setting up here for the attack and I think I will start it now. Okay, you can see the first smoke being laid here. As always, they're sending some tanks forward to throw smoke. And the infantry follows. Kind of happy that I don't have to do this with the Valentines again, with their lack of HE ammo. Also, I always have the feeling that the T-34 spot a bit better. Oh, that's a mortar. Wonder if anybody sees that. I wonder what they're shooting at, if it's my assault troops or in the other direction. We will wait for those rounds to come down, I guess. Maybe they actually see my BT tanks. Oh, no. Oh, that's over here. Shooting at my infantry, that is on that slope. Yeah, it's machine gun versus machine gun, I guess. I hope they also see that mortar. Okay, apparently this is where the mortars are targeting. Crap, that might have been my battery commander actually. Don't see any attacks, even though they were supposed actually to attack in this direction. So, how's the attack going? We're using smoke. Maybe I need to move the BT tanks over on this crest here. I could actually do that to add to the fire. Yeah, I bombarded all the village, but seems like they are hiding down in this depression instead. And on the reverse slope in my direction actually. Well, as soon as the tanks crest this hill. Jesus Christ, they have a lot of machine guns on that reverse slope. Okay, tanks are spotting them though. We're also firing from over there, which is good. I said tanks are spotting them. Yes, okay. Yeah, that will cause some casualties for the infantry, I guess. Fighting desperately here. Jesus Christ, that was a good hit from their mortar. There, it's tucked in that little river area there. Sure hope we can spot that soon. Actually, yeah, those would be nice targets for my tank. Yeah, we're taking quite significant casualties among the infantry. We really need to take those mortars out ASAP. And I think we're on a good, way here. Not quite though. Send the tanks a bit forward and the BT tanks will also go to the crest of that hill. There's also a significant resistance nest in here. We did bombard them quite a bit, so hopefully we caused some casualties. Nice. Use those HE rounds now that we have them. Also fire going up now. I have to say though, those mortars are still annoying me. But I mean, is there anything cooler than just rolling the T-34s in here? Quite a bit of MP40 fire coming from these bushes. Shooting at them from here, kind of looked like it for a second. Nice. Another machine gunner taken out. Here's some... Oh yeah, the BT tanks are finally doing something. I hope that with them I can get another angle. Yeah. This is of course an ideal tank angle, let's put it that way. There's also brush fires being started now. My Maxim guns are firing nicely. Another machine gun nest, or maybe somebody picked up a machine gun, that can also happen. Haven't heard the mortars in a bit. Infantry has reached this first area of bushes. And this is where the Germans are making their stand. Maybe I need to swing the T-34s over there. Or maybe the BTs can actually spot them at some point. Actually, from that machine gun fire, it kind of looks like the T-34s are actually onto them. Yeah. I always like seeing those machine gun bullets bounce. Maybe I should move the tanks up to this hill. That should give them a nice and decent overview. Yep. Well, I know one tank that I won't be moving there. What the fuck? FH2 players are Graviteam Tactics AI confirmed. These guys down here under heavy fire from the BT tanks, and the brush fire is also spreading towards them, I think. They have offered a ceasefire, by the way, but obviously not that interested. My infantry also, the assault infantry at least, have taken some heavy casualties here though. Not gonna lie. That said, this is the strongest enemy grouping left as far as I can tell, and they are getting T-34'd quite heavily now. And once the T-34s are up on the sill, if they don't also flip their tank like that one idiot in the BT, then whoa, there's a lot of white smoke going up there. I wonder what that means, to be honest. That is around this objective area, actually. I wonder with what forces I can get that, to be honest. Without, you know, moving infantry across everything. I think for now I will hold the positions that I have, because I am overlooking most of the terrain here and I do own one of the objective points. And let's just shoot at all the contacts, and once it quiets down a bit, then we will worry about that area. Maybe I will just drive the BT-5s in there. No! Or they just surrender. We had 44 casualties, 11 killed, mostly infantry, 33 heavily wounded. They had 21 killed, 28 heavily wounded, 36 missing. We had 48 wounded, they had only 3. I think that's mostly because those wounded are now missing, I guess. We apparently lost 0 vehicles, 2 damaged ones, so, well, of course, one of those... Oh yeah, we captured everything, of course. One of those was this genius here. Yeah, always nice. What else was damaged though? Hopefully not the T-34, those I want to keep. Does it say damaged somewhere? Oh, yeah, well, okay, no, that's the flipped one, right? Yeah, that's the flipped one. It's a commander as well. I mean, how are your men supposed to fucking respect you if you do that? Oh, you can actually see how many people they killed. Interesting. Okay, yeah, it's hard to say which one was damaged, but except, you know, the flipped one. But yeah, let's return to the overview. And here we are. That's the 4th of 7 turns done. Next turn. What do we do next turn? I guess there's still this objective area, but most of my forces, except these holding ones, have moved on. I kind of wanted my allies to get that, but okay, we have one big area left. This is what we need to take. So next up, what we really need to do, I wonder if we should pause one turn, bring up this infantry, and then attack in the evening, because right now it's 1400. Maybe some night fighting would be actually kind of useful against this artillery that they have here. So they have this artillery battery, which I know are big 150 mil guns. And I also know this infantry is fairly depleted, and they have the 37mm anti-tank guns here. Over here we also have lots of depleted infantry. I guess, I don't think we will be able to gain this, but I think we should probably try. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching and have a nice day.